next movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe lineup. Let's see if it lives up to the hype. Yo, what is up, my Cinedroids? G to the S here. Today, I'm gonna be reviewing Marvel Studios' 21st movie in the cinematic universe, Captain Marvel. About Captain Marvel, basically. But she's played amazingly by Brie Larson, who's an extraterrestrial Kree warrior who finds herself caught in the middle of an intergalactic battle between her people and the Skrulls. Living on Earth in 1995, she keeps having recurring memories of another life as U.S. Air Force pilot Carol Danvers. With help from Nick Fury, Captain Marvel tries to uncover the secrets of her past while harnessing her special superpowers to end the war with the evil Skrulls. Now listen, say what you will about this movie, but I, of course, in case you haven't noticed, had a blast with it. Both on the entertainment aspect of it, as well as on a storytelling standpoint. I mean, if you do want me to start off negative, there are elements of slow pacing in a few parts. And yeah, maybe the 3D did not stand out as much as I hoped, but thankfully they're not a huge problem in this movie. I still had a great time watching the film from start to finish. First off, and this is no surprise, the CGI still looks stunning. Also, some 3D effects did work. Like in scenes when we're in space, it feels like I'm actually up there in the cosmos with the other aliens. It looks so vast in scope, I honestly wish that there was more of it. Also, except in parts where it supports 3D, the camera work and cinematography still looks great ever since Avengers Infinity War just about a year ago. Like in scenes where the characters are discussing some traumatic situations that will lead to a lot of distress towards others, the way the camera moves looks like the characters are actually making conflicting choices, whether or not they should fight and save the world or just take shelter at a foster home and basically cower down and retreat. So kudos to the camera team in making the scenes as relevant to the characters as possible. Keep up that streak, guys. Also, speaking of characters, their development and articulation is on full display in this movie. Clark Gregg gets his moment to shine, and that was a long time that we get to see him in a Marvel movie since his brief encounter with Loki in the 2012 Avengers movie that came out 6.5 years ago. But still, it was awesome to see him on the big screen again. I mean, he has a few scenes in this movie, but still, props to Marvel Studios for bringing him back either way. Cannot wait for the new season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to air on ABC soon. Also, now that I think about it, I haven't touched upon reviewing season 5 yet, so stay tuned for my review of that once I have the time. Anywho, bottom line is, in the mix of the execution, the characters were developed impressively. Keep up the great work. Also, the direction from two people, Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck. They did a really good job with the direction. In terms of comedic timings and humor, Carol's back and forth banter with Nick Fury was so dynamic and hilarious, I honestly cannot get enough of it. Man, for me, there's just something about the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies where the humor and the character interactions work so well together. I know some people think that the humor and the character interactions were very repetitive and forced, but for me, I don't think so. I thought the character interactions were on point, at least in my personal taste. Don't at me, guys, that's just my opinion. Also, the story and plotline in this movie, of course, you all know this. It's the introduction to a character that will lead up to the events of the Avengers to bring down the big baddie of the entire Marvel Universe franchise. But it's not to say that it gets repetitive and boring sometimes. No, not at all. The Avengers was a well-planned out event before, so you know that we Marvel fans are super excited for it. So there's nothing for me to say about the story of the film. It's already been said. Moving on. Even the action sequences captures the Marvel magic really well. You know that I'm a sucker for action sequences in movies, in case you guys are new to my channel. But sometimes I like dialogue scenes that intrigue me into thinking, oh snap, what's gonna happen to the characters? Those are the moments that keep me on the edge of my seat all the time. Take notes, Ang Lee. In the end, I have nothing else to say about Captain Marvel. I thought it was a fun, action-packed superhero movie that will lead up to the biggest event of the year. I so cannot wait, you guys. Hopefully they'll become victorious by the film's end. Time will tell soon, so stay tuned. But in the meantime, I honestly have to rate Captain Marvel 5 out of 5 stars. I'm sorry, I love this movie. Dislike this video and spam out mean comments all you want, but that's still not gonna stop me from liking it, ever. Marvel fans unite! So Captain Marvel, have you seen it? If you have, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Was it fun and action-packed? Was it watered down and full of generic cliches? Answers down below, please. Also, if you like this video and you want to see some more, make sure that like button shines in your face. That'll totally help me out a ton. Also, share that video with your family and friends and favorite it. That's a very good way to show support for this review. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell right next to you so you can be notified of future videos that I have in store for you. Also, if you want a shout out in a future video, just follow me on both Instagram and Twitter and I will choose one of my Cinedroids to be displayed as a shout out. The link's in the description below. And also follow me on Stardust so you can catch early reactions to movies, TV shows, and trailers. I'll put the link of it below in the description so you can download the app for yourself. But until then, I'll see you next time. Peace out.